Right. Okay, so we're going to tackle the middle bit, and this middle bit is this bit with two images and bits of text next to it. So hopefully you can see that this image here of the 80s pop music is the first column of this row going across, and this image of the of Wham is the first column of this row going across as well. So what we've got is we've got sort of two rows and two columns. So what we're going to do is try and sort of make sure that you can add those in. Now, obviously, you don't have to do it this way. I'm just giving you this as an idea, but doing this will hopefully allow you to understand what's going on. So let's get going. So what we're doing, we've done the right bit. So we're going back into our main content here. So the first thing that I need you to do is I'm going to give you a link to it's responsive two column layout. So here we go. So what we've got, you can see we've got some stuff there, and this is our coding that we need. Okay. So the first bit is the style bit. We've already got the viewport stuff in our and there, so we don't need that. So we're just going to grab all the stuff in the style tag all the way down, including the media um, screen bit as well. We're just going to capture all that. Just going to copy that, and we're going to put that right up at the top, okay, in this bit. We've already got some styling tags already for our earlier what we did, but we're just going to drop it in again, so we just know that we've got everything we need. We've probably got sort of duplicate in work uh, bits in there, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so long as it's in there. Okay, now you can see there we've got a column which is 50%. Okay, so that's half of that particular screen. Okay, and then also we've got a height of 300 at the moment. Okay, so we'll change that in a bit. Okay, so let's go back to our stuff there. Now the other bit we want is we want this div class row, and we just want to get everything there. So we've got we'll just copy it. Okay, so you can see hopefully how it's working. I'll try and explain it. And this actually goes in the actual page area, so underneath this class main. So we can get rid of this main content, and we can just Control V and we can drop that in. Now what we've got there, we've got a row, we've got one column with a background color of grey, and then we've got another one with another background color of a slightly different grey, and then some color, and then a column one, column two. So let's just go and have a look at how that looks. And there's our two columns there. Okay, but we've only got one row. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in another row as well. Okay, so if we sort of keep, what we want to do is, if we can see there, that's the coding that we've got. So that's our row. That's column one and column two. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab everything. Okay, now just be aware that when you click on div main there, you can see this bottom one is highlighted. That's to do with that. So we don't need that one. We just need those ones in the middle. So what we're doing is we're just grabbing that stuff, copying it, and then we're just going to paste it again. So now we've got two rows, and each row has got a column, two columns, sorry. And there we are. That's our two columns and our two rows. Okay. So each background can be different. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of change that to green. And the only reason I'm doing this is, and I'm going to change this one to pink. Now let's go to pale green. The only reason I'm doing that is so you can see those differences there. So there we go. There's our four different areas on this page. So you can see here that once you've done that, we're kind of building a sort of an area which we can add that in. Now what's the beauty of that, because we used all our styling up at the top, all this stuff here, we've got some padding. We've got a height there of 300 for each column. Okay. Now what we'll do eventually, we're going to change that to auto, so it just flexes to whatever content we put in. But if I change that to 200, for example, okay, and then I go back, you'll see that the columns have got smaller. All right, so hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you'll be able to do that. Um, I think that's it. We've also, yeah, we've got some padding. So that's this bit here. So you can see that within this area here, we can see that we've got this white area. This is that kind of little bit of padding around it as well. All right, so have a go at doing that. Make sure that you can get these columns in, and then we'll start populating them with some content.